Hey, Mike. You asked on Permies Forum to Johnny Cobbins if the uninsulated tin roof, causes a lot of heat and cold transfer. And just figured I'd answer in a video. And I would say overall, yes. So let's talk about it right now. Summer. The upstairs constitutes about 300 or 400 square feet, like 300 square feet. It's just a bridge in the loft, if you've seen the pictures, but we don't actually access that area almost ever. Right now it's a disaster. It's just got all our storage in it, but my children are pretty young, so I have a 18-month-old and I have a almost 4-year-old. So if they were to fall off the balcony, obviously, they wouldn't be happy. So right now we don't actually use the second story. So let me talk about, there's like a weather pattern that happens. Our roof is uninsulated, but the ridge cap is also not closed off. So it'll eventually get closed off, but it is just a barn roof right now. So there is a heat envelope that develops upstairs. And it pretty much, as long as, except for, okay, so recently we were doing a cob floor. That cob floor had some off-gassing citrus solvents and kind of smelled, so I had a fan blowing it out, and it was blowing straight kind of this way right behind me, and it was making the circulation pattern. It did bring some hot air down, and it kind of ruined everything. But as long as we're not circulating, the upstairs just stays about 10 degrees warmer, and I think it self-vents through the ridge cap. And we have no effect. Downstairs, we have one in-wall 28,000 BTU unit, and the downstairs stays very cold. Now, you have to understand that we lose a lot of heat through these walls. These walls are, let's just say, 18 inches thick, average, and I have 7 to 15 foot overhangs. So there's almost no time except for in the early morning and in the evening when sun hits these walls. It was 100 degrees yesterday here in Texas, so we have to absorb all of that AC I am putting out through my AC unit and then manage the thermal battery, if you will. Right now, here I got my little thing here. It's, let's see if we can see it. Oh gosh. Yeah, you can see it. There you go. It's about 78 degrees. My AC is set to about 76. It's on the other side of the house. I'm going to pause this video, and I'm going to give that little temperature thing a few minutes to adjust to the upstairs, and I'll show you what it is upstairs. But my AC is running on its lowest setting right now, and my energy bills for this whole house, all of my construction needs, and a second dwelling, which is my RV, was, I think, $175 the last payment. So anyway, let's go check out the upstairs. So our thermometer is upstairs, but let's talk about the structure of our roof. If you see behind me here, we have these skylight panels. There are 3 of them. So we got another one there. We got another one there. They're single pane fiberglass panels. So they let a lot of heat in. So I'm actually not telling you anything good about the roof yet. Let's talk about what's going to happen very soon, hopefully, for this roof, which is solar panels. On top of half of our roof, hopefully you can see it behind me, right up here along this, oh gosh, I can't point my finger that way. Along here, we're going to put solar panels up. That's going to block a little bit of the heat that we're going to see upstairs in a couple of seconds. And my roof is situated pointing with the, with the crown of the roof from north to south. So I have east to west sun exposure, and the back side of my roof is shaded a little bit in the evening. So that's kind of show you what the actual heat situation is and how it develops. Let's go take a look upstairs and see what the thermometer says. Okay, well, we're up here and the thermometer is not going to help us at all. It didn't really change. It is, let's see if I can pull up, it is 9:30 right now. And so I would say most of the heat problems aren't going to show up for a few hours. I'll show you what my thermometer says. Right, it's only been a few minutes. We're going to work ourselves up to 78 whopping degrees, but it really isn't that hot right now. Later it will be. But if you see above me, oh, there you go, right here, you can see the light through the ridge cap. My ridge cap is extremely open. I don't plan on changing any of that anytime soon because what I believe happens is this heat envelope builds up here independent of my bottom story, and it vents through that ridge cap very fast. We don't have a building envelope of hot air. We've actually a building envelope of cold air. If I run my AC very, very cold continuously, which probably use a lot of AC, but I can manage the whole cooling situation, and then throughout even the upstairs. And the next day, there will be a significant difference in the temperature in the morning because my walls are absorbing as much cooling as I'm putting down. So there is a trade-off there. When I get the solar panels, it'll change everything. And then I talked about this building envelope. I'm probably also going to end up doing like a double pane tin roof with vertical channels, so I can have a secondary envelope of heat that is traveling upwards out through an empty ridge cap. There won't be a ridge cap exterior wise. So I might even do some passive cooling with just collecting rainwater from the roof and letting it cascade down and evaporate, all before I do some kind of crazy insulation. So thanks for the question, Mike. Anybody who's here from the Barndominium channel, thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.